Hello friends, in this video I'm going to be showing you a couple of different ways I use the circle of fifths to come up with new and fresh chord progressions. My name is Carlos Rios and I am the founder of Pixels to Music, and I'm here to help you become a successful, highly skilled and knowledgeable video game composer. Before I show you a couple of the ways in which I use the circle of fifths to generate chord progressions, let's first talk about just what the circle of fifths even is. I will keep the definition simple for the purposes of this video, but know that there's so much depth to the concept of the circle of fifths. It will take an entire college curriculum to just cover it. But yeah, we'll just keep it simple here. The circle of fifths is a graph, basically. It's a tool that lets us see all 12 chromatic notes spaced out evenly, one perfect fifth apart, which would be equal to 7 semitones apart. In this case, the graph shows major chords in the outer part of the circle, and then you can see in the inside part of the circle, you can see the minor counterparts or the relative minor counterparts in the inner side of the circle. Understanding this graph has all kinds of useful applications, and here I'm just going to give you two that I use as methods for creating chord progressions. Alright, the first one's called the 90-degree angle method. This is a method you want to use to create progressions that use chords from the same key. If we draw a 90-degree angle in the circle, we can see a collection of 3 major chords and 3 minor chords. The major chord in the middle of the area that we are highlighting determines the key that we're in. So for example, if you want to write something in the key of A major, all you need to do is move the 90-degree dial and place the A chord in the middle of it. And I usually like to keep chord progression simple and just pick one chord for each bar of music, but you can get as rhythmically creative as you want. And for this example, I'm going to choose the key of F, and I'm going to select 4 chords within that area to create my progression. So I'm not even going to choose F. I'm going to choose B flat, D minor, C, and A minor. And then this is how the progression would sound like in context. There are so many ways and strategies for coming up with new chord progressions apart from this one. I came up with a guide actually in the form of a PDF, and it has 4 different strategies. I'm just covering one here. This PDF has 4 different strategies and you can get it. It's entirely free. I mostly made it for myself because I tend to get stuck with coming up with ideas, and this kind of helps me go back to something reliable that I know is going to sound good. So again, if you're interested, there's a link in the description. All right, the second method that I use to generate chord progressions using the circle of fifths is what I like to call the windmill method. And this is a great way to generate chord progressions to create key ambiguity, right? The 90-degree angle was good for creating chord progressions within the key that sound nice and straightforward, more traditional sounding. This one, it sounds a little bit more, again, it's not a tonal center, it's not very obvious when you listen to it. Whereas the 90-degree angle method contained chords that were close to each other, the windmill method uses chords that are as far away from each other and diametrically opposed, creating this windmill-like shape when drawn in the circle of fifths. The method is as simple as the previous one, and all you have to do is select the chords you want to include in your progression and try different combinations. See what you like, see what you can come up with. For this example, I'm going to use A major, C minor, E flat minor, and C major. And this is what the progression sounds like in context. That's really it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Do let me know what you thought of this strategy in the comments. If you feel like you learned from this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you keep getting notified when there's a new video. And thank you so much again for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.